It's time for
Glo Wants to Know. Today's question is,
do you have a Dr. Horror story?
Earlier this summer, I was getting my eggs frozen because, well, mind your fucking business. You don't need to know why.
I haven't had healthcare in 5 years, so I'm thrilled to have my first physical. I got some random guy off ZocDoc.
The year was 2021. I was at a doctor's office, a dermatologist to be exact, who had papyrus as her font.
I had chosen a female doctor. I was like, I want to go through this beautiful experience with another woman who understands from the rooter to the tutor what's going on.
And the first thing that happens, the moment I walk in the door, his eyes get wide. He looks at my neck with shock and horror. And he goes, oh my God, I have to measure your neck. That is the biggest neck I've ever seen.
I go in, I put on the little, the little robe where your ass is out. I put my feet in the stirrups, as usual. I had done this 6 times at this point.
She cuts a little piece of this skin off and leaves. She's like, I'll call you with the results. Well, she calls me with the results, but she's like, I better give you the results in person. Why don't you come to the office tomorrow? And I was like, this is for sure good news.
But one day, she was absent. I don't know why. But she was like, don't worry about it. I'll have coverage. I'm like, okay. I go in. I'm expecting it to be another lady, another one of her, Dr. Homegirls. But open the door. The door does creak, actually, when I think about it.
She comes in with a bunch of papers. And she's like, yeah, it's cancer. And I was like, what? And she's like, it's cancer.
And so then he gets the tape measure and he measures my neck. And he's like, oh my God, 19 inches. It's a huge neck. And now I'm getting concerned. I'm like, am I sick? Do I need to be worried about this huge neck, apparently?
He swings open the door. It's a man.
And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, because you just said it was cancer. And she was like, it's really not that big of a deal. Oh my God, you're such a drama queen.
He had a little crew cut haircut. It was awful. He had on a striped blue shirt and slacks and a belt and no pager. And the pager lets you know he's a doctor. So this guy just looked like some weird ass dude walking in the room with my coochie all out.
She takes out a knife that is hot and starts cutting into my cheek. And I say, ooh, smells like barbecue in here. And she's like, please stop moving and shut the fuck up.
And he's like, oh, no, it's fine. I just needed to measure it, but you obviously have sleep apnea. Now, I push back. If anything, I'm pretty good on low amount of sleep.
And you know how usually when you get a pap smear, the little thing that they put in you to open your vagina is only 4 inches, this big. The speculum that they use for egg freezing, to look at the sacs of the eggs, is this big. It's gigundo. It's kind of like my college boyfriend.
She comes back in. Yeah, there's still some cancer. Gotta take some more out. I'm like, great, let's just do it again. So she does it. Then she does it again. Stand back! Then she does it again. And she does it again. She does it 7 times.
He took the speculum off the thing and bam, shoved it in my vagina.
He's like, no. With a neck like that, you must have sleep apnea.
And I was like, cool. How big is the hole? Like a penny, like a dime, like a quarter? What currency hole is currently in my face? And she goes, it's more like $1 bill.
You didn't even introduce yourself. You didn't even say, hi, my name is Dr. Frank or whatever the fuck his name. I actually don't know his name. He just raw dogged me, bro. Wow.
And it turns out I never had sleep apnea the whole time.
And I said, sir, usually when Rachel does this, she makes conversation. She's like, how are you? And I was like, you didn't even tell me your name. And he was like, yeah, I got a lot of patients today. Very scary. He's going to do this to other ladies.
What you see right here? This isn't cheek skin. That's my thigh. It should be on my leg and it's now on my face. Anyway. Boo.
It's the Gloquacious Hour.
Thanks for watching. Links in the description to follow us on social media and a way for you to give us some money. We want your money. We want money. We want money.